Organizational skills and organizational tools are essential for prepping. Today we're going to talk about my doomsday list.
Incoming.
Being organized as a prepper can save you time and money, and it can save you precious seconds in a crisis situation. All by having a plan, knowing when dates expire on your products, knowing what's still needed, prioritizing items as necessary. A lot of you have already found out the necessity to be organized, whether it be on a yellow tablet or having a spreadsheet or a notebook to keep things in order, and understanding the big picture of what you already have and where you need to go with prepping. A tool that I've developed is my Doomsday List, which started out as one small sheet of paper folded up inside my wallet, and it's grown now to about 5 pages, which I keep in a Ziploc bag in my pickup truck. Now let me set the stage for you. You're out at work and an event occurs, and based on facts and circumstances, you determine that it might quite well be the start of SHTF. Another situation might be that things have slowly escalated and you determine that it's really just not good for you and yours to go out to work anymore, and you're making one last run before bugging in. With this in mind, I maintain my Doomsday List. My Doomsday List is actually a list broken down by type of store, and is a list of items that I need or need more of at home from each type of store. Now you might say that this is unnecessary, that you've got all those items in your head that you need. However, you compound the stress of what's happening, wondering where other family members are, and dealing with other people who might be trying to get those last minute items at the same time. That list in your head is probably going to go right out the window. Now this list will vary for each person. For example, on my list you won't see bottled water, for example, because I've got my water sorted out. But that might be an important facet to you. There may be some other items that you don't see on the list that you think would be necessary that I've already got covered. If you build this type of a list and use this type of a list, it'll be handy for you, but it's going to vary greatly person to person. The person that takes the commuter train into the city every day and basically has a backpack with them and that's it, is going to have a very short list, and these will be more related to items to assist that person in getting home, and the very most important items such as possibly prescription medications. But the person who has the full-size pickup truck and works in town and has access to these different stores, their list is going to be a lot longer. I have different varieties of businesses on my list, and that does not mean that I am going to stop at all of them. I might stop at none, I might stop at one. It just depends on how the situation is developing. Now if I drive down the road and I see Walmart is swamped with people, and I look across the street and Tractor Supply is business as usual, guess where I'm going? Because I don't want to have to fight the crowd that's grabbing for the last loaf of bread. Some of the categories for different stores that I have are the Walmart, hardware stores such as Home Depot, Lowe's, Ace Hardware, supermarkets, pharmacies, gun stores and sporting goods stores, and even convenience stores are on there. If you'd like a copy for yourself, please just make sure that you have an email address available on your account for me to send it to. Let me know in the comments, and I'll email you a copy of mine so that you can build your own. An important factor of this is to always carry some cash with you. With all that I've read about cyber warfare as of late, it would not surprise me at all if all of this kicked off with massive computer viruses, massive hacking, denial of service type attacks that just basically freeze all the digital stuff in place. And I'm not a looter. I'm not one to say, well, I'll just go ahead and take it. I'm one to say, hey, here, I've got cash. I'll give you this cash for it. Take it or leave it. Will this list be something that I definitely use in SHTF? No, not necessarily. Like any of your other prepping tools, you might not have, the situation might not develop where you can use it at all. For example, if you've got gas masks stored in a SHTF situation, you might never need those, but it's good to have them just in case. The bonus to this list is if I read the signs correctly and get ahead of the curve, I'm still going to be able to use my debit card and my cash and perhaps hit 2 or 3 of the stops along the way and go home with a whole truckload full of valuable supplies. In that case, save your receipts just in case it doesn't go down like you think it's going to go down, so you can take it all back the next day or the next week or the next month when things have stabilized. But if it goes down another way, for example, an EMP, then I'll be walking with my backpack on my back and I'll just be looking for those small items, those vital items that I can put into my backpack and take home with me. This is one more tool in my prepper tool bag. Perhaps it'll be useful to you, and perhaps you're already using one. Thanks for your time. Stay safe.